off as an answer. We're gonna now take a look at this next one, which hopefully is a little quicker, but we do have, if a is an integer, 2a squared plus a equals 28, then we're looking for the value of a. So when we're doing something like this, we do need to first off think about factoring and factoring trinomials, and we don't have a trinomial right now. We're gonna have to rework this in order to make that happen. So the first thing I'm gonna do here is we wanna get the 28 over onto that side with this stuff. So we're gonna set this equal to 0. So we're gonna offset it, subtract 28 on both sides. Now there's gonna be nothing over here, so this is gonna be equal to 0, which is how we need to solve for a. And then we're gonna have the 2a squared plus a minus 28. Now, when you're factoring something with a variable of a, in this case, that is squared, that's not 1, we have a little bit of a different way we can follow to do this. So we're gonna do the slide and divide method. So what the slide and divide method is, slide means you're gonna take this first term, which is the a term, and you're gonna multiply it by the c term, which is the 28. So, and it's a negative 28. So you're gonna take 28, and it's negative again, times it by 2, and you're gonna get 56. So this is gonna be negative 56. So you're multiplying these two things together, okay? And then you're gonna have it, it's gonna be all equal to 0. And then now that you've done that, you've moved this, you've slid it over here, you are going to now, the a is gonna just be a 1a squared. Middle term didn't do anything, nothing's changed with that. So now what you're gonna try to do is you have to think about two terms that are gonna factor out to be negative 56. So the things that you have obviously are 1 in itself. You can go through all of the different options here, but the two numbers have to be only one difference away from each other. So the first thing that comes to my mind is 7 and 8. So those are two numbers that are one between them. So either you have 7 times the negative 8, which would get you negative 56, or you'd have to have a negative 7 times a positive 8 to get you a negative 56. Now the combination that adds up to that middle term, which would be a positive 1, would have to be this combination right here. So that's the set you want to work with. Now we are talking about a's, so I am going to put the binomials together with a, and then we're going to do our last little portion. So we have a parentheses minus 7, and then we have a plus 8 equals 0. Okay, now don't worry, I haven't forgotten about the fact that that was originally a 2. So since the original problem started off with a 2 in front of it, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take each of these numbers here and we're gonna divide them by 2. This is where the divide comes in. Now, if it comes out nice and even, great. We leave it alone and we just do that. If it doesn't come out even, like this one doesn't come out even, then we're gonna take that 2, since it doesn't come out nicely, we're gonna take it and we're gonna move it and put it in front of that a. So your setup will be 2a minus the 7. And then here, 8 divided by 2 does go evenly, and that's gonna be 4. So this one you don't have to worry about. And then this is gonna be a plus 4. And then what you're gonna do, now that's the setup, that's the two numbers that are gonna get you that magical setup at the beginning up here. And then what you're gonna do is set each of those equal to 0 and solve for a. So your first one is 2a minus 7 equals 0. You're gonna add 7 to both sides. You'll be left with 2a. The 7's cancel over there, and we're gonna be left with 7. And then that comes out, you divide that by 2, and that comes out to be a not even number, but it's gonna be 3.5. Now, again, if I'm looking at my answer choices, I don't have any decimals there. They're all whole digits, 1 being an integer there. Well, they're all integers, I guess. The other option to do is the other one, which is a plus 4, which is equal to 0, and then that one's a nice one step. Subtract 4 on both sides, you're left with a is equal to negative 4 is the other possibility, and as you can see, a is the correct answer. So, that would be your choice, and that would be your answer. And if you need more help with these, please feel free to follow through all the 100+ videos in my Asvab files and that will hopefully help you with how to do these and get you ready for that Asvab. Again, don't forget to follow me on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok, YouWantAlgebra. All these are going to be located in the Asvab portion of my playlist. And don't forget, like, share, and follow me for more.